The biggest day of the year is here for Alabamians, and no, I'm not talking about Christmas. On Saturday, the #1 team in the nation, the Alabama Crimson Tide, is taking on the Auburn Tigers, who's ranked 13th, in Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. When it comes to good old-fashioned football hatred, there may be no rivalry in college football that can match Alabama and Auburn. For more than a century, the Iron Bowl has been tearing the state of Alabama apart. There's no doubt that these two teams hate each other. Legendary Alabama coach Bear Bryant referred to Auburn as that cow college on the other side of the state. Auburn and Alabama played each other for the first time on February 22nd, 1893 in Birmingham, Alabama, where Auburn received their first victory over the Tide. Alabama is currently leading in the series, winning 42 games. Auburn is not far behind with 34. Even though Alabama is ranked higher in the polls this weekend, the fans know that anything goes, especially in the Iron Bowl. I'm here with diehard Auburn fan Joe Stewart just to see how deep his roots run, that orange and blue. What made you become an Auburn fan, Mr. Stewart?
Well, I moved here in 1986 to Alabama, and the people here ask you to choose a team, Auburn or Alabama. When I moved here in '86, I didn't know a lot about college football, so I thought, well, I'll be an Alabama fan because it's the state team.
Yeah.
So I went to Walmart and I bought an Alabama hat. One of the Alabama guys that I hung out with, he told me, he said, well, Joe, he said, you can never really be an Alabama fan because you weren't born here. You don't know anything about Bear Bryant or the history of the team or anything. And so he really kind of made me mad about it. So I took my Alabama hat and I burned it, and I went and bought an Auburn hat. And nobody from Auburn has ever told me I couldn't be an Auburn fan. So I became a diehard Auburn fan. And then I seen how fanatical these Alabama fans were. We had a guy try to burn some trees down there in Auburn.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that guy? That's your typical Alabama fan. These people are really fanatical. They go out, they destroy things. I mean, if you put an Auburn sticker on your car and you go anywhere, you come out, the car's keyed. You know why? Because it's got an Auburn sticker on it. And so, but if you put an Alabama sticker on your car, you can go anywhere and do anything you want to.
You don't think they would do that if you were an Alabama fan? You don't think Auburn fans would do that to you?
They're not fanatical like that. They really love their Auburn Tigers. They get really excited about winning and losses and everything, but they don't go out and destroy property and stuff like Alabama fans do.
Well, I guess we'll have to see. I'll catch up with y'all later. I interview an Alabama fan. Now I'm here with diehard Alabama fan Lynn Kaler to catch up with her about what she loves most about the Iron Bowl.
I love the rivalry. That's what it's all about. It's all about the rivalry. At work, everybody just teases you and makes fun if you're an Alabama fan. All these Auburn fans, man, they're pretty bad.
Really? Would you say they would say the same thing about you?
Oh yeah. I think Alabama fans can be worse sometimes.
Really?
We're just intense.
And that's coming from an Alabama fan. I wonder.
We're intense.
Intense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who do you think's going to win on Saturday?
Definitely Alabama. We're #1. We have the #1 defense. We have the #1 quarterback, Heisman Trophy guy. I'm telling you.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait till Saturday to find out.
Roll Tide!